Hi everyone, if you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Today we are talking about easy mode and playthroughs, which too many people think are off limits. It's completely okay to play easy mode, and it's completely okay to watch a playthrough. Before you disagree, stick around because I think by the end of this video, you might actually change the way you think about how you play your games. This isn't about being lazy. This isn't about being bad at games. This is about getting the most out of your gaming experience. And truthfully, it might change how you enjoy the game altogether. So let's start with something that might really surprise you. Playing on easy mode or watching a seasoned player go through a game, it can actually make you a better player in the long run. Think about it this way. When you're pushed to your limits, dying over and over again, burning through your resources, and getting increasingly frustrated, sure, you might be learning, but it can feel like you're mostly suffering. Most of the time, when we are in survival mode, we're not absorbing anything. We're just reacting. We're not studying enemy patterns. We're not experimenting with different patterns or strategies. We're just trying not to get wiped out for the 15th time in a row. But when you drop the difficulty down, or when you watch someone who really knows what they're doing, something shifts. You get to observe. You get to notice things. You see a trick you would never have discovered on your own. Watch how a skilled player positions themselves during a boss fight, or how they manage their inventory, or the order they approach certain objectives. And then take that knowledge and bring it back to your own game. And suddenly, you're playing smarter. Not because somebody handed you the win, but because you actually learned something. Some of the best athletes in the world study video footages. They watch themselves, they watch their opponents, they watch the great ones. Nobody tells Cole Caulfield that he's cheating because he's reviewing game footage. He's studying the game of hockey. And that's exactly what you're doing when you're using a playthrough as a learning tool. The stigma around this stuff is wild to me, honestly. You're studying, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now let's talk about something I think a lot of gamers have experienced, but maybe haven't put a name to it. And that is the momentum killer. You know what I'm talking about. You're playing a game, you're having a great time, you're invested in the story, you love the characters, you're excited to see what happens next, and then you hit a wall, a boss, a puzzle, a section that just destroys you over and over and over again. Or a barrel that your character isn't strong enough to open. Yes, I'm still stuck on Xenoblade 2. And at first you're like, okay, I'll figure it out. No worries. I'm a gamer. I got this. But then an hour passes, 2 hours, you're not making any progress, you're not having fun anymore. The excitement you had at the beginning? Gone. Replaced by frustration and honestly, a little bit of dread every time you boot the game up. And then one day, you just don't boot it up. The game just sits there. You tell yourself you'll get back to it eventually, and then eventually never comes. I've done this. I know plenty of people who have done this. And here's the thing that kills me. There's a great game on the other side of that wall. A story that maybe would have meant something to you. Moments that would have stuck with you for years. And you missed all of it because you hit one section that was too hard. And instead of adjusting the difficulty or looking something up, you just stopped. That is a really sad outcome when you think about it. The game was there. The experience was there. It just didn't have to end that way. Gaming is supposed to build momentum, not kill it. It's supposed to keep you engaged, keep you curious, keep you wanting to see what's around the next corner. When something breaks that momentum completely, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to adjust. That's not quitting, that's problem solving. On the flip side, sometimes a game is just hard, like genuinely, brutally, unforgivingly hard. And if you would enjoy the game on easy mode, if you would have a great time with the story, the world, the characters, then why wouldn't you play it on easy mode? Why would you skip the entire experience just because of pride? Life is too short to miss out on great games because you refuse to adjust the difficulty slider. Alright, let's talk about the practical stuff, because this is one I don't think gets enough credit. We are busy people. Most of us are not teenagers with infinite free time anymore. We've got jobs, families, responsibilities, and when we sit down to play a game, we want to play the game. We don't necessarily want to spend 45 minutes wandering in circles looking for one item we missed, or trying to figure out where that secret entrance is, or wondering why we clearly missed something, because the ending we got felt incomplete. Playthroughs and guides are incredible for this stuff. Collectibles? Use a guide. Secret endings? Look it up. Hidden locations? Side quests you might have missed? Lore items scattered across the maps? There are people out there who have spent hundreds of hours mapping all of this out, and they want to share it with you. That's the gaming community at its best. People helping one another get the most out of the games they love. And if you're someone who's into 100% completion, which honestly, that's a whole commitment, guides and playthroughs aren't cheating. They're basically essential. Nobody is 100%ing a game without some kind of reference. And if they are spending an insane amount of time doing it. Using resources don't mean you didn't play the game. It means you played it thoroughly. Okay, this is the one I feel most strongly about, so bear with me for a second. Games are meant to be fun. That's it. That's the whole point. They're entertainment, they're an escape, they're the way we decompress after a long day, or to get lost in a story, or to feel the satisfaction of solving something clever. They are not a test of your worth as a human being. And yet, somehow we've built this culture around gaming where admitting that something is too hard for you feels like admitting some kind of personal failure, where using easy mode is treated as shameful, where asking for help or looking something up is seen as not really playing the game. And I just don't buy it. But I did at some point feel like this in the past, and my daughter is the one that opened my eyes to this. So I thank her for that. Made me think about young gamers, kids who are just getting into games. They might need a little extra help. And that's not to knock on them. That's just reality. They're still learning the language of gaming. The instincts that experienced players have built over the years, those kids don't have them yet. Easy modes, guides, playthroughs, those are the training wheels that help them build confidence and fall in love with gaming. And eventually, if they want to, they'll take the training wheels off. But they might need that on-ramp. And honestly, even as adults, there's no shame in needing that too. I want to talk about something that I think is really underrated, which is using a playthrough as a way to game with someone. I've used Zach Scott's playthrough multiple times, and I genuinely feel like I'm gaming with him when I watch. Here's how I'll do it. I'll play the game on my own for a while, because I don't want spoilers obviously, because I want to experience it fresh. Then I'll take a break, pull up his video, and watch how he played through that same section. Did he find something I missed? Did he approach the boss differently? Did he get a better outcome on a dialogue choice? And then go back to my game, and I keep playing. It's like having a friend you can check in with. Someone who's maybe a little further along than you, or who knows the game better. And that's genuinely a fun way to experience something. Or, and this is another approach I love, save the playthrough for your second run. Play through the game completely blind the first time, do the quest, solve the puzzles, make your choices, get the full unfiltered experience. And then on your second playthrough, use a guide or a video to see everything you missed. Find the hidden location, and get alternate endings. You get the best of both worlds. The pure experience and the complete picture. And this brings me to the thing that I keep coming back to. What are we actually trying to prove here? And who are we trying to prove it to? Because I've thought about this a lot, and I think the honest answer most of the time is nobody. We're not proving it to anyone. We're just carrying around this invisible standard that we've absorbed from gaming culture. And we're holding ourselves to it even when it's making us enjoy the game less. I recently got into audiobooks, and I know that there are people out there who say that audiobooks are a lazy way of reading, that it doesn't count. But the reality is, I don't have that much time to spare. I've got a lot of things going on, and audiobooks let me listen while I drive, while I work, while I'm doing things I'd be doing anyway. So this way I get to enjoy books. Is that cheating? Is that lesser than sitting down with a physical book? To me, absolutely not. It's just a different way to access the same content, and it works for me. Gaming is the same thing. Easy mode is just a different way to access the game. A playthrough is just a different way to experience the content, and if it works for you, if it makes gaming more enjoyable, more accessible, less stressful, then that's the right choice for you. The people who want to tell you otherwise, with respect, why do they even care? What does it cost them if you play the game on easy mode? What do they lose if you watch a Zach Scott video? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You paid for the game. It's yours. Experience it whichever way brings you the most joy. At the end of the day, gaming is a great hobby. The worlds we get to explore, the stories we get to live through, the characters we got to meet, it's genuinely special. I never want anyone to miss out on it because they felt like they had to meet some made-up standard to be a real gamer. Use easy mode, watch playthroughs, Look up guides, ask for help, play on your terms. That's what gaming should be. If this video hits home for you, leave me a comment and let me know your preferred way to play. Do you use playthroughs? Are you someone who switches to easy mode and never look back? I want to hear your opinion. Like this video and subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching my video. See you in the next one.